What's up, YouTube fam, man? I'm back again with another video. Look, man, I know y'all already know what's going on. If y'all don't, I'm finna give y'all an update on the whole situation. Well, a brief summary. I'm tripping talking about the update. But anyways, man, long story short, it's somebody who used to work for the correctional facilities, and you know, she worked there for 16 years. And she actually helped somebody that has the same last name as her. They said that they're not family, so I don't know how that shit working. But, you know, long story short, she helped them escape. They've been on the run for like 2 or 3 weeks. They finally got caught. Now, you know, I didn't bring this story to everybody in the beginning because I'm one of those people who like to watch the season at the end, if you get what I mean. Like, I'd rather let everybody else watch it and all the other shit, but I want to watch everything at once because I hate getting interrupted. You know what I'm saying? Having to wait next week for another episode and all the other type of stuff. So that's how I really am with these stories and shit sometimes, depending on the severity of the situations. But anyways, man, I knew that they was going to get caught, so I'd rather just wait until they got caught just to bring y'all everything. And then that way we all can figure out what the hell been happening this whole time during this video that I'm doing right now. So yeah, I found some clips. I found them in order to the best of my ability, so we can go ahead and watch it so we can get a sequence of events. I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it during the video and after the video. So if you don't want to hear me talking at any point in time during this video, just get up off here, go find it somewhere, see if you can find it. If you can't find it, I really don't give a damn about you no way, so it is what it is. But to all my loyal supporters and my new supporters, y'all already know I'm not talking to y'all when I say that. All I want y'all to do is hit the like button for me and tell what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. Add my second YouTube channel too if y'all want to add that also. If you don't want to add that, I'm not doing no tripping. If you don't want to add none of that, I ain't doing no tripping. Yeah, anyways, man, let's go ahead and watch and see what the hell been happening with this whole situation with their crazy ass.
Story that really just seems like something out of a movie. The search for a convict and the corrections officer accused of helping him escape. Vicky White and Casey White, no relation, have been on the run since Friday. And some of this surveillance video right here, this is from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. It shows the moments Vicky possibly facilitates Casey's escape from jail. I want to get out to WVTM 13's Bria Douglas. She's been following the case for us. She spoke with the sheriff, shocked by what has rocked what he thought was a secure facility.
Shit.
Former inmates in the Lauderdale County Jail are shocked the former deputy, who they knew well, helped a convicted killer escape from jail.
You knew her, you loved her. She was that type of person. Just an awesome lady.
Vicky White served 17 years at the Lauderdale County Jail. In that time, protocol was for 2 officers to escort inmates to and from the jail. This video shows White acting alone. Sheriff Rick Singleton walks us through the escape.
This is his cell block, so he would have come out of that door, go over against this hall and come down this way. Director White instructed the deputy to bring him to booking. They had brought him into this booking room. When he brought in here, he had been seated on one of these benches and prepared for transport. Basically means putting handcuffs, leg shackles, and they're connected by a chain. Came out this door over here, and this is the door from the video. They come out this door, came out here into the sally port. Of course, the car was sitting right here. She put him in the back seat, and then they drove out the door.
The couple had a 6-hour head start before jail staff realized they were on the run.
Damn.
Lifelong friend Debbie Burbank doesn't think Vicky acted alone.
Vicky's always been a good girl. I went to school with her. It's gotta be.
Lifelong friend. Your friend doing you like this, man? Boy, they ain't about shit, man. And then you know what? They kin or something. They cousins, man. They look like they mixed with cousins. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When you see her and how she made her structure, I ain't gonna get into all of that, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to look at it. For those who know what I'm talking about, you already know. But yeah, man, they look like they was mixed with cousins, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But yeah, they slow as hell doing dumbass shit like this. They knew they was gonna get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Other people were involved, and Vicky's just a scapegoat.
Others who knew her say Casey White manipulated her.
I feel like if she had anything to do with it, it was definitely love, because I don't see Vicky doing that, because she's always loved her job.
Now that's how you do it if she had something to do with it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, I feel that a little bit better than what the other woman just said. You feel me? But anyway, they should have just been keeping this shit all the way under wraps, you know what I'm saying, until they figure out what the fuck was going on. Because if you my friend and you do some illegal shit, I'm not gonna be telling nobody nothing. I don't know what the hell going on. I can't believe this. It's some foul play somewhere, but that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna get into all this extra shit, throwing nobody else up under the bus, because both of y'all already doing some shit, man. But yeah, cuz look like he's slow as hell. Look at this slow fucker, man. Let's get back into it though.
Sheriff Singleton believes the pair had a 2-year non-sexual relationship where Vicky showed favoritism toward Casey by giving him extra food.
I always say that they don't call these guys con men for nothing. You know, they con, and it's not the first time a female corrections officer has been wooed by some inmate.
U.S. Marshals offering a $5,000 reward for finding Vicky White and a $10,000 reward for finding Casey White. Authorities now believe the couple could be in the southeast region. in
Just the last few hours, we've learned new details about the escape of an Alabama capital murder suspect on the run with a Lauderdale County Sheriff's deputy.
Vicky White and Casey White walked out of the jail 1 week ago today. And this afternoon, deputies say that they found the car that they got away in. Our WVTM 13's Bria Douglas is live this evening for us from Lauderdale County, right outside of the jail. Now, Bria, where was that car found?
Dumb fools.
Brittany and Ian, law enforcement in Williamson County, Tennessee, got a call from a tow truck company saying it had the car in its impound lot. Turns out it had been there since last Friday, the day of the escape. The Williamson County Sheriff's Office notified the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office about the car last night. It had been partly spray painted and there was nothing inside. Authorities believe Casey and Vicky White.
That's junkie behavior. If y'all know some junkies and shit, man, who be doing stuff like this, man, comment down below. Some of y'all be acting like y'all know. They don't be knowing shit. But anyways, man, look, if you know something about this shit, man, they go out there, they paint cars, they do shit like this, spray paint cars that you know you got to sand down first. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that, bro. But yeah, everything that he did was just junkie behavior. You can tell he got some type of shit going on. He on ice or something. But yeah, man, she crazy as hell to let somebody that's in jail who can't do nothing for her bamboozle her like this. Now I know some people who got potential and shit like that, but you can tell he wasn't one of them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying don't give hope to people that's got jail time and shit like that, but I'm just saying people who just absolutely ain't got shit going and no potential, you can tell, man, if you got good discernment, man. But yeah, man, just be careful how you out here, man. You better start being careful with your mind and your subconscious mind, man, because the craziest people be getting up in there. And you know, the people who really ain't got shit to live for, man, they spit their game a little bit different. You feel me? But let's get back into it though.
Car trouble and left it on the side of the road only 4 hours after they left Alabama. Sheriff Singleton says if they hadn't had car trouble, they would have abandoned it somewhere it could blend in, like a packed parking lot. He explains how he thinks Vicky and Casey have been able to execute their plan.
I think that her knowledge of corrections and her knowledge of the procedures that we use here in the sheriff's office on transport most definitely played to her advantage. I think this was a very well thought out plan.
I don't.
And coming up at 5 o'clock, I will explain why authorities believe it took so long for them to be notified of the car and how the delay now sets them back in their search. Live in Lauderdale County, Bria Douglas, WVTM 13.
The sheriff saying earlier, essentially they're back to square one when it comes to at least the vehicle description in this case. Again, it's been a full week since the two disappeared. U.S. Marshals giving us some new insight into that ongoing manhunt. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office says it is obvious that Vicky White had a side that they didn't know about. The commander of the U.S. Marshal Service for the region says that they're learning something new every day, leading them closer to the two. For example, yesterday they learned that Casey White has a tattoo of 2 eyeballs on the back of his head. And we've also learned that Vicky White used 2 aliases, April Davis and Renee Marie Maxwell, to buy the car now found abandoned in Tennessee.
The only 2 aliases that we have, we're fairly confident that if you use 2 aliases, there might be others that we don't know.
Investigators say they have had several conversations with folks at businesses that sold White the car. Those folks are helping out. They have also been in contact with the U.S. Border Patrol. And this up.
Oh, I forgot to put this in there too, that she sold her house too and got like $100,000 for the house. And I just feel like, man, if you're going to do some shit like this, man, you're supposed to have private jet set up. You're supposed to have all this other shit so y'all can go to a country that won't be tripping on y'all. You feel me? I mean, you should already have this shit lined up a little bit better than this. I think that they just trusted them too much, or trusted her. And then, you know what I'm saying, she was able to manipulate the system. But other than that, man, this wasn't smart at all. You know what I'm saying? She just dumb as his ass. Because if anybody know anything that's got something to do criminal-wise, man, there's so many places that you can go without being extradited. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you have all that shit lined up if you so smart? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that $100,000 would have went a long way if you used it the right way. But yeah, man, these damn fools ain't got nothing going on in their mental. You know what I'm saying? They really behind all the way because anybody with common sense knows that they was gonna get caught. You feel me? That's why I said I even just waited because I already knew it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into it though.
Governor Kay Ivey's office announcing 2 $5,000 rewards now for information leading to law enforcement's arrest of Casey White and Vicky White. So 1 reward for each person. And this is in addition to $10,000 from the U.S. Marshals to find Casey White and $5,000 for Vicky White.
Ooh, you came up on the
so I want you to take a close look at these two right now. So this is who to be on the lookout for. U.S. Marshals say Casey White has several distinct tattoos.
I told you he was a junkie. He melting. Look at his whole body just falling off the bone. Everything he got going on, man. You can tell, bro, all them red spots and shit, man. He was on that ice real tough, man. Real shit. Now, people do have acne. I'm not even finna keep on breaking it down. Y'all too old for that, man. The people who got something to say, they want to try to argue with me. This is my opinion any goddamn way. But y'all be knowing what the hell be going on. Just, you know, 2 or 3 here and there. But anyways, man, you know, yeah, acne is true enough. But the way that he's scarred up and certain things that's on him, I could tell this fool right here was shooting up some type of dope. Look, he got little polka dots on his arm. You know what I'm saying? He been in there going hard in the room. But yeah, he melted, sagging everywhere, just falling off the bone like I said before. He been on drugs for the longest. And you know, these people right here be the most connivingest people. Y'all already know how junkies be, man. They can finesse your ass out of some real shit, real talk. But let's get back into it, though.
You're looking at some of those right here. That includes some that they say are connected to a state-based white supremacist prison gang. And authorities say Vicky White has blonde hair, but it may have been dyed darker, just like this image right here, and that could be what she looks like now that she is on the run. And also, we've talked about the height difference here, big height difference between the two. So Casey White, he is a staggering 6'9". Vicky White is 5'5". So you see those two silhouettes side by side. That's what they would look like, and that's compared to a standard door frame. So a lot of information.
Not that silhouette. The way he was just melting, bro. The way he was just melting on that goddamn picture, man, ain't nowhere in hell this is the same silhouette. Now they should have said, they just should have used height or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But not the whole silhouette, man, because hell nah, cuz was flabbing, melting everywhere. Let's get back into it, though.
On this ongoing manhunt, it is intensifying. As soon as we learn any new developments, you can get those on the WVTM 13 app. Sign up for alerts. That way you do not miss them.
31 is digging deeper into what investigators call a special relationship between Vicky White and Casey White.
Wait 31's Xavier Wary joins us now with more on that. Xavier.
Yeah, hey Dan, so we know that Casey and Vicky White had a special relationship and that Vicky was giving Casey some preferential treatment. But what many people want to know is how this relationship even came about. Casey White was awaiting trial for capital murder. He stands at 6'9" and weighs 330 pounds. Vicky White served as a correctional officer for 17 years. A former FBI agent weighs in on what he's seen.
The reason these relationships become so intense is that inmates have all the time in the world to manipulate people.
Yeah. Now, as we've said before, Casey is said to be an extremely dangerous man, and if you see or hear anything, it might be the missing piece that authorities need to find these two missing individuals. But for now, we're live in Lauderdale County. Xavier Wary, Way 31 News.
All right, thank you, Xavier. In the next half hour, we'll hear from the Lauderdale County District Attorney who worked with Vicky for 17 years.
Of course, we're staying on top of this story. We'll bring you the latest developments both on air and online as we get them. Here first is another look at those suspects, Casey White and Vicky White. We are working to get photos of Casey White's tattoos to give you something else to look for as this search continues. Remember, though, if you see them, stay away. Just call 911 as they are both considered armed and dangerous.
And we have full descriptions of both of them on our website, including tattoos
She's
and
slobbering slow. You can
for
tell
both
she
Casey
behind.
and Vicky. But before the two escaped, Vicky White worked for the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office for 16 years. The sheriff and all her co-workers say that they're shocked by all of this. Detectives are piecing together the days before Vicky vanished with inmate Casey White. Vicky lived in a house 18 miles from Lauderdale County Jail, but sold that house days before she disappeared with Casey for $90,000. Well under that market value, and law enforcement admits that fugitives have been one stop ahead of them and they could be anywhere.
So she's stupid as hell. So you done took 90. They put 100 on the internet. That's why I like to watch these clips. Motherfuckers just post anything. So you done went well up under the market just to help somebody else out. Then you go to jail and you lose everything. You know what I'm saying? They should have went automatically to a lawyer and paid him because their ass is going straight to jail. But ain't no way in hell I'm finna let you make me miss out on another 100. Because right now in the market, that house right now, with the market being so crazy, she could at least got $250 for that house or $300,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the market is crazy. Not saying it's really worth that, but you know the market is what it is, so it is what it is. But yeah, man, she lost all that shit for somebody who didn't have nothing, bro. And like they say, man, people always manipulate you when they ain't got so much time. But it's deeper than that too. Sometimes, man, a motherfucker just be love starved. They need somebody to love and want them. They've been lacking attention for so long, so they just go ahead and accept whatever they can get. That's why people get slutted out these days. Hell, they just falling for anything that anybody say because they've been missing so much love these days, man. They've been feeling so lonely and shit, not even having no type of value for themselves. They'll just accept anything. And it's a prime example of this shit right here, man. You sold your house for 90 when it's worth at least 3, at least 250 now. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man. Let's get back into it though.
I think that her knowledge of corrections and her knowledge of the procedures that we use here in the sheriff's office on transport most definitely played to her advantage. I think this was a very well thought out plan.
Vicky White turned in her retirement papers last Friday, but the sheriff's office says those papers were never finalized and that she's no longer employed by their office.
She get no money. Our Wait 31 newsroom. U.S. Marshals say they are right now trying to figure out if a car found in Evansville, Indiana, may be connected to Vicky White and accused killer Casey White's attempt to get away. They say it may be a car somebody reported stolen just south of Nashville, not far, they say, from where investigators say the pair abandoned another car.
Stupid fucker.
We are following this new development very closely, and we will update you as soon as we learn more. But again, that information coming from U.S. Marshals.
Breaking news just in: the manhunt for an escapee and corrections officer from Alabama is now over. Within the last few minutes, we have learned that Casey White and Vicky White were captured in Evansville, Indiana after a chase. Officials telling us Vicky White is in the hospital for treatment. We know that Vicky White was hours away from retirement when she left the Lauderdale County Detention Center nearly 2 weeks ago with inmate Casey White shackled in her patrol car. She said she was taking Casey to a courthouse for a mental health evaluation, but investigators say that hearing didn't materialize. It didn't exist, and the two disappeared. Again, both have been captured in Evansville.
We've got some big breaking news in just the last couple of minutes here. The corrections officer and accused killer she suspected of helping escape in Alabama are now in custody. The Lauderdale County Sheriff making the announcement not too long ago. Watch.
This is the press conference that we've been talking about all week that we wanted to call. Casey White and Vicky White are in custody.
That is an announcement, as the sheriff has alluded to, days in the making. U.S. Marshals had just released photos of that truck you just saw with pictures of Casey White in Evansville, Indiana, said to be abandoned at a car wash. Minutes later, we heard there was some kind of a chase. The sheriff saying that the two were basically chased in a black Ford F-150. Here's how he describes it. Listen.
The U.S. Marshals were in pursuit of a black Ford pickup. I think it was a Ford 150. Casey White was driving that vehicle. Vicky White was a passenger. During the pursuit, the pickup truck wrecked. Casey White surrendered. Vicky White has been transported to the hospital.
The sheriff did say nobody else was hurt in this chase. Said it was tips from citizens that helped get these two into custody. So again, they escaped. They were found in Indiana. They were on the run for a little more than a week. Vicky White, remember, was set to retire the very day she disappeared with Casey White. She told officers she'd been transporting White to an appointment. Vicky White, again, now in the hospital. You heard the sheriff allude to that. Both are facing some very serious charges. We heard the sheriff say of Vicky White that he hopes that she survives and says that she has some serious answers that she owes them.
She shot herself.
He also was confident that police would catch them, saying he'd never experienced a week like this in his 50 years on the job. But of Casey White, said he is not getting out of this jail again. I can assure you that, because again, Casey White likely to be in custody at the very facility that he escaped from. We're going to have a lot more coming up on this as we get more developments.
The last picture that she took, she like the Roach Man on Men in Black. I'm gonna put a picture right. I see what the fuck I'm talking about, but she look just like her, don't she? But anyways, man, they were so confident because they knew that she was slow as hell too. You know what I'm saying? They already know he was idiotic. He was on that damn dope. Just out here tripping, the finesse her, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, long story short, man, I knew that they was gonna get caught, and I just hate that people letting their emotions get in the way of their better judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you need some love don't mean you gotta accept any type or any form of it that comes to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to have some discernment on certain situations. That way you know how to move a little bit better, you know, because people just allowing anything, they accepting anything just because they're love starved. You know what I'm saying? Once you love yourself, then you can go ahead and move forward and overlook certain shit that's coming to you, man, because the devil is in all type of different people, spirits, all type of different shit just to tear you down. And with you being so vulnerable, you're an easy target. So yeah, man, I always have your guards up. I always be in defense when it comes to new people, because you never know what they own. Now, I'm not saying just have a brick wall up, you know what I'm saying, all the time, but you know, you got to be able to sit back and learn a motherfucker these days, man. You know, a lot of people don't even be understanding that shit, man. People don't want to be in a relationship when they first meet somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got to sit back and just learn a person, bro. People are always wondering why their relationship's not going right, because you just got with somebody who wasn't even really ready. You kind of pressured them into doing that shit. You know, take your time with people these days, man. Move slow. If y'all can't be friends first, then you know something got to be wrong. But yeah, man, basically what happened right here, she didn't take the time to look at this murderer for what he really was, and she really just fell up under his spell. You know, he just hit her with some good cold game, you know what I'm saying, that pen game. Whatever the fuck he told her, and you know what I'm saying, she just fell for it. But it ain't even necessarily gotta be no cold game, man. People be feeling like these niggas be in jail, you know what I'm saying, speaking Bible verses and shit to people, you know, making them fall in love, speaking poems and shit, man. It can be some of the simplest things. It's about the person who allows them to manipulate them, you know what I'm saying? So don't never feel like it's nothing like that, man. You know, it all just depends on the recipient of this type of shit, you know. But yeah, man, I ain't got too much more to say about the whole situation, man. I always guard yourself, man. Guard your feelings, guard everything around you these days, because it's all type of thieves of joy out here, man. For real, especially people who need you, you know, people who really out here just really need something or need somebody. Yeah, man, they willing to do anything to manipulate you. So you gotta watch out for them, man. For real. But I ain't got too much more to say about the whole situation. I want to know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, if you like my commentary. If you don't, I really don't give a damn about you, no way. And man, like I said before, man, watch everything and everybody, because everybody out here ain't for you, you know. People out here for themselves, and they don't give a fuck about what they gotta do or who they lose in the process of getting what they want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, watch out for them people, man, for real, because they'll be your biggest downfall. And the only thing you did was just fall for it, you know what I'm saying? Needing love, being love starved and shit like that will always leave you left behind, man. So don't fall victim to no bullshit like that. But yeah, man, I'm up out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all a little bit on another video. Alright.